Hey guys, it's the Geek, and I'm back with the rookie.
Hello.
I forgot to rest.
Time to rest.
We're playing Vampire the Masquerade. Oh, I guess we're just doing this now. You arrive at the leech pit, finding it less rowdy than the last time.
Aw, no threesomes in the bathroom.
Ew. Fair. The bar is still packed, but the dance floor is empty tonight. Instead, the old crackling speakers are playing music that would probably sound like noise, even on high-end hardware. Mia is nowhere to be seen, but you do remember she requested that you ask for her at the bar. You approach the bar as the bartender finishes pouring a beer for an older guy in a faded, fraying Iron Maiden t-shirt. She turns to you. By the way, that's the only way you're going to find an Iron Maiden t-shirt. Fraying. Oh, hi. Well,
What
yeah,
can I get
hi.
you?
How you doing? I was told that someone might have left a message for me at the bar. Ring a bell?
Maybe.
She looks you up and down, and a spark of recollection shines in her eye.
Oh yeah, that's right.
She whips out a handgun. She takes a well-worn book from behind the counter, some kind of young adult vampire novel, and flips through it. She produces a piece of paper from between the book's pages and passes it to you.
She told me you'd be interested in reading this.
Thanks. I love Twilight. I can't wait. You find a relatively quiet corner. Take a look at the note. T wants to meet you. I'll arrange it, but you need to prove you're trustworthy. Look around the leech pit for a guy named Bruce. Buff dude, tattoos, sleeve on his right arm. 90% sure he's somebody's retainer. Sent here to spy on us by Cam. Get me the name of his master and write it on this card, then return it to the bar. Doesn't take you long to notice this Bruce guy. He sits alone in the corner, 2 beer glasses already empty at his table. You take a moment to consider your approach.
Beat him up. Ooh.
What's the red?
I don't know. You could easily feed on somebody. You can easily use a power. Oh, I think that's only if you're really hungry. And you can't select it.
Oh,
It's only if you're really hungry. I
that's
think.
weird.
Or something. It requires something that you don't have.
So, he's somebody's retainer. Does that mean he's not a vampire?
I believe so. You can look up what retainer.
Yeah. I wish these were alphabetical. Human. Yep, okay. Problem is, I wonder if he's been conditioned. The man immediately notices you, but doesn't move from his spot. The other seats are empty. When you Oh no. When you focus the blood to boost your attractiveness, it's not just Bruce who notices. He's into you. So are other people, doing double takes as they pass your table. Hey, you, have I seen you here before? It's possible. I'm a regular at this joint. Are you? That's weird. This place is kind of a dump. I know you're here because somebody asked you to spy on this place. It'd make me really happy if you gave me their name. What, you mean Sam? He catches himself. Realizing what you're doing, his eyes dart over your shoulder. You thought you had him cornered, but he suddenly leaps over the table in one smooth move and dashes through the sparse crowd. You catch up to him outside. He's bolting. All right. Okay. Throwing caution to the wind, you focus your blood and give chase after Bruce. He might be faster than a human. What? He might be faster than a human, but his abilities are a fraction of yours. He dashes into a nearby alley.
Hey, I've been in this alley.
It's every alley in New York. And you follow suit. He dashes into a nearby alley and you follow suit. Before you can jump the fence, you tackle him to the ground. A short brawl later, you're standing a few meters apart, Bruce eyeing you with hatred. By the way, I'm pretty sure that question I asked was not directly asking what his sire was. I thought I was asking what his name was.
Oh,
I don't know.
sorry.
I think I janked the button or something. Nope. Intimidate him with violence.
Or use actual violence. I'm sure it would work.
I don't feel like this is scary enough for him to spill, so... Here's the deal. You tell me your master's name, and you save yourself a world of hurt. Unless you want to exit this alley on a stretcher, you'd better. Thwack. Bruce doesn't wait for you to finish talking. He jumps at you, kicking and punching with dizzying speed. It takes you by surprise, and he puts you on the defensive. Just as you're about to retaliate, he breaks away, jumps the fence, and at the end of the hallway, and is gone into parts of the city unknown. God damn it. Time to leave.
Shit out of him.
Time to leave something for Maya. You borrow a pen from the bar and flip Maya's note to the other side. Sam, that's all you've got. It's not much. Could be full name or fragment, male or female. Well, it's something at least. You can pull the name out of your ass or let Mia figure it out. Yes, you for a name, but if all you have is a fragment, it'll have to do. You jot down the note. Bruce referred to his master as Sam. You pass a piece of paper to the bartender. She sticks it back in the same book.
Hold on a sec. She wanted me to pass something on to you.
She produces a cell phone from behind the counter. It's ancient, at least 15 years out of date. It's one of those brick phones.
They'll work forever. It's Nokia.
Oh, God.
Oh, right. In this.
Slaps him in the face. An old charger for the piece of junk in your hand. They really did think of everything.
She said she'll be in touch.
God, I don't have to come back here.
But this place is awesome.
It's
Look at the people moving and then the guy staring at you in front.
The girl behind him staring at me, too. And the guy in front of them is staring at something really interesting in the other direction. It takes you a moment to remind yourself how to operate this thing. And you find that its phone book is blank. There's no Wi-Fi connectivity and no saved messages. It's got a version of Snake, though.
Yes! I know what I'm doing for the next several nights.
God. I'll have to ask Sophie for an N64 at some point. Bartender is already over at the other end of her domain, taking orders from patrons. With your Anar contact nowhere in sight, you decide to move on for the night. Hopefully, your educated guesses, based on scraps of info you collected, will be enough for Maya to call you. The hunger calls to you. You find yourself among the tall buildings and sprawling streets of New York, and can't help but think of how rotten it all is. And the worst thing, you're part of the system. Suddenly, Sophie's patronage is revealed, and what? Patronage is revealed, and you see it for what it is. Indentured servitude. She has no control over your life now, and there's no good reason for it. She has control over your life, and there's no good reason for it. The people you pass on the street look so smug. They think they're better than you. They're out to use you, exploit you, hurt you. You feel the need to assault anything with the pulse and drink deep from their blood. You compose yourself, your rational mind, fleeting and blatant breach of Masquerade's temporary hold over the beast and its compulsions. It won't last until you feed. It won't last unless you feed. You need to quench this hunger before it overtakes you and makes you lose control. Well, at least the game is giving me an option to go hunt or something. Oh, or just reminding me.
No.
All right.
So the preachy guy,
I'm hoping there's a feeding opportunity here. Approaching the cathedral. What should I got? On the street makes you nervous. You've been here twice, and twice something bad has happened. Or almost happened, as in both cases you ran away. Damn it! I shouldn't have come here. There have been no vampire hunters here. Fuck!
Good job.
Bennett suggested it's time to stop running and experience faith head on. Perhaps he's right. Maybe it is cowardly to take refuge in rationalizations when you know what you felt. The holiness of the priest and your own damnation. Excuse me. Walking towards the doors of the cathedral, you glance at the bench where you sat when you first met Bennett. He's waiting for you sitting and contemplating the cathedral's Gothic architecture. Feed.
Feed off of other vampires. I mean, you can do it, but...
Are you sure we should be meeting here? Don't worry. We're not going inside. Bennett looks different than before. Intense. Certain. We've had some time to think about what we spoke before. I'm not sure what to believe. All these stories seem so fantastical. You don't have to believe. You just have to open your heart to the faith Father Anthony represents. Let's go see Father Anthony. It's best not to talk in cathedral, so I arranged for us to see him at his home. I have car nearby. I should. I'm sorry, but I'm not driving anywhere with you. I'm off. We each have our moments of weakness. You leave Bennett standing next to the park bench and briskly walk away. There's already been so much trouble, you just can't take the risk anymore. The hunger calls to you. You find yourself among the tall buildings sprawling street in New York. You can't help but think of how we just read this. Suddenly, yeah, this is the exact same shit. You're getting hungrier.
Well, it's probably because you pretty much did nothing.
I know, but like, I was hoping for an opportunity. Well, like, I wasn't going to go meet him. It was going to be a bigger problem, I think. I probably should have met.
So what I'm saying is your situation is the same.
Yeah.
Which is probably beneficial.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Piece of paper sticking out of your mailbox. Oh, this is the next night. I don't know if people noticed. Piece of paper sticking out of your mailbox. It's a computer printout, a note, and screenshot from Google Maps. It reads, "Meet me at the indicated spot tomorrow at 10 p.m. I'll pick you up, and we'll take it from there. No signature. The place marked on the map is Lookout Point near Pier 1, just next to the Brooklyn Bridge. You check the phone that Mia passed on to you. No new messages, no missed calls. It's all a bit fishy, but there's only one way to find out who addressed this to you. Looks like tomorrow evening has been planned out for you." Oh, this is... Okay, the night hasn't passed yet. You go downstairs as soon as you wake up. One more glance at the phone, but no news from Mia. You take the car down to Brooklyn, park on the front street, and approach the meeting spot cautiously. A figure about Mia's size is standing there, dressed in an oversized jacket and looking out towards Manhattan. As you approach, you can hear her muttering something. The dark skies. She's narrating.
It is true, but I do not think it is true. If I do not think it is true, then it cannot be true. And if it cannot be true, then...
Is that you, Mia? The woman turns around. It's not Mia, whoever it is. You've never seen her before. She looks perfectly plain and unmemorable.
It is not her, it is you. You are me, and I am you, and we are her, and we are here.
You turn around, 3 men, all of them burly and threatening, approach you. One of them takes the lead. "So you got the message." "I did. What now?" Now you come with us. The boss wants to meet you." "Oh, you mean Torque?" "Well, you gotta shit me. Torque ain't the boss of jack shit. I mean Boss Callihan, you dumbass. I suggest you get a move on. We got places to be." Fuck. The voice of the woman keeps creeping into your consciousness. The litany of gibberish ever present through this entire conversation. The man cracks his knuckles. "Or we can do it the hard way." "Yeah, okay, I'll go with you." Smart. They lead you down a pier and into a motorboat, engine started. "Put this on." He points to a cloth sack. One of the guys is holding you down. The woman is still there, whispering to herself. Somehow you hear her voice clearly in your head. It becomes a nagging suggestion to put the sack over your head. You don't really want to do it, but your hands go through the motions all the same.
Ooh.
I don't know if this is part of the narrative or the I haven't fed in a while. It takes 15 or so minutes to reach your destination. You think the engine dies down. You're led ashore, and then further up an incline and through some overgrowth. 10 more minutes of walking, maybe until a deep voice reaches your ear. You go ahead.
Vince, my dear boy, why the hood over our guest's face?
Well, boss, I thought...
No. That will not do. How many times do I have to repeat myself, Vince? You don't have to think. You just have to listen and do what you're told, yes?
Yes, boss.
Well, take that ridiculous sack off their head, will you?
The hood comes off. The owner of the deep voice is a curious sight, dressed in what can only be described as Victorian clothing, with a monocle and graying red hair. This is Callihan. Oh, God.
Apologies for Vincent's unacceptable behavior. He can be a little thick sometimes. Isn't that right, Vincent?
Yeah, boss. Sometimes a little.
I believe you already know who I am.
You're a dumb-looking motherfucker. No. Your boss, Callihan?
Right you are. And I'm guessing that you know my role in the city. I represent the Anarch movement. Well, you, I'm not quite sure what you represent. I've invited you here to find out. Now let me make myself perfectly clear. I am disappointed in you. Truly disappointed. But I arranged this meeting to allow you to make amends. First, though, I have to make sure you understand what your infraction was. So, do you know why you're here?
Can't help but feel you're dying to tell me.
Don't get smart with me.
He takes your face in his hand while Vince holds you in a tight grip. He squeezes hard and looks you deep in the eye.
Torque is the reason you're here. Or that little angry strumpet of his, I'm told. Yes? Yeah? Oh, how I'd love to get my hands at her gaunt neck and wring it until it breaks. But see, I'm a statesman, and that's not the prudent thing to do. No, indeed, the prudent thing is to tolerate both her and that blasted ebony-skinned mentor of his.
Hers.
Whatever.
That's a racial statement, too.
I know it is. Look at what the world has become these nights. Here I am, lambasting a black man and a woman in front of a whelp of Asian descent. My papa, rest his soul, would not believe it.
I'd like you less and less, Callihan. Please just let me go.
You can't choose.
I know.
I don't know. Maybe that's if you're full up on health.
I don't.
Or maybe it's if you don't have an herb.
I don't know. It's probably like if I have more. Finish with your disgusting rant.
Oh, fledgling. You have no idea who you're messing with.
He looks at you with rage in his eyes, and you feel insignificant and vulnerable. An irrational fear takes over you. You cannot speak up against this man again. You just can't. He's too terrifying. Okay.
Now that I have your full attention, I will request something for you, and you will obey me to the letter. But that comes later. First, you will answer a few questions. The first of which is, who pointed you to Maya?
Nobody. It was my idea.
Oh, really? And what was your intention behind the meeting?
I needed her help with something.
Oh, come on. You'll have to be more specific than that. I need to know exactly what it was that you discussed.
I just wanted to learn more about the Anarchs, so I asked her about the movement.
Oh, child. You've come to me with that?
You should have come to me then.
You should have come to me then. I am the Anarch movement in New York City, and nobody makes a secret out of it. You bet on the wrong horse, as I'm sure you'll soon learn. See, that wasn't hard now, was it? Of course, I can't be sure how much of what you told me was true, and how much of it is worth about as much as yesternight's horse shit. But I'll find out. I always do. When I do, we'll have another one of these nice talks, and maybe, just maybe, you'll avoid this upcoming unpleasant episode next time.
He gives Vincent a sign, and the burly man starts hitting you all over. You feel teeth, ribs, and fingers break. Your foot is mangled under Vincent's boot, your shoulder dislocated, and your nose wrecked.
That's enough, Vincent. Leave them be.
He snaps his fingers in front of your face a few times and checks if you can focus on his face. You can, but barely.
I am a man of principles. Another night, I would perhaps put you in a casket, dip it in concrete, and dump it in the Hudson. A favorite of mine during the Roaring '20s. It's been a while. But, like I mentioned before, I am nothing but prudent, and so the interests of the city's kindred must come before my own needs and wants. I will therefore let you continue your existence. Here's what I require from you for this boon. You are forbidden to meet Torque. I will keep an eye on him. If you want a place with the Anarchs, you go through me and only me. Got it? You have to understand what I made my associates do to you tonight was just business. We can still work out a mutual beneficial relationship. In fact, it's either that or your final death. Time to go, Vincent. Take the boat back. Leave the fledgling here. I think they have a lot to think about.
Sure thing, boss.
Pleasure making your acquaintance.
Callihan walks away, as do Vincent and his band of thugs. You lie on the ground for a while longer, feeling the blood slowly putting your body back together, your hunger growing. You can hear the beast calling for sustenance, for safety, for revenge, a distant but profound third desire. It's not until you mend yourself enough to appear more as a mugging victim than an impossibly mangled walking cadaver that you hail a passing taxi and head back to your haven. You give your driver your address and pass out. The darkness greets you, and some time passes, you think. You feel somebody shaking you. You open your eyes. It's the driver. You think he's asking you if you're all right. His words change to a muffled shout. He goes silent. You think he tastes great as a tired, caffeine-pumped taxi driver with high cholesterol can taste. Warm blood pours down your throat and flows to your limbs, mending them. He is growing cold, but you still do not have control. You are still observing, not acting. Your body is not yours. The beast is in charge. Okay. Is there a rule of, drinking somebody to death?
What do you mean?
Is that going to affect me politically or biologically? I know an interview with a vampire that can kill you.
You will definitely kill the guy.
Well, yeah, but, it would kill the sucker, too.
Oh, no. Won't kill you. Politically, it would have all the things of killing a random human.
I'm going to regain control. That's enough. No, it's not. I said that's enough! It'll never be enough. Enough! You break away from the man. He is dazed but conscious. He groggily says something about feeling tired. You leave the money on the driver's seat and let him rest in the back. The four familiar walls of your haven are blessing. The beast inside you keeps nagging, but you have retained it you've reined it in tonight. Not a small feat given your state. God damn it, I'm stumbling today. You are still weak. You're still not quite mended. You need to rest. Tomorrow you'll have to feed again. Tomorrow you'll have to consider your next move. Callihan is not the kind of man who quits, but tonight you rest. So we just lost the rest of the night because of that. Because of the feeding need. It's not too bad. Alright, it's a shorter one today, but that's it for tonight. Thank you guys for joining today. Thank Thank you guys for joining us. We'll catch you next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.